So hello everyone, this is the Sports Show podcast, and today we're joined with Tyrone McKenna once again. How are you, mate?
All good, just chilling before my second session of training just in Dublin, bored of Alex.
Brilliant. So just before we get started, you were our first ever episode of the podcast, and since
Yeah,
then we've came a long way so far. So a huge thank
so
you for getting us started anyway.
is that a
So
Liverpool top you're wearing?
it is a Liverpool top.
Jesus, I wouldn't have said yes to this podcast if I knew.
Oh, terrible result, like, wasn't it? Do you support United?
Everton.
Oh, Everton. So you do. I remember seeing that on your Instagram actually. Everton. How'd that come about? Was it your family just supported them?
No, not even. Just hated Liverpool so much that I supported Everton.
Lethal. So the day after we talked, actually, your fate got announced with versus Regis Prograis, and not a word was said. But I think you were talking away about getting some opponent from England or something, and then the next day Regis Prograis gets announced. I was like, what?
I see. To be honest, that was a surprise to me as well. Like Regis Prograis was like done and dusted. It wasn't even happening. And then they were talking about getting an English opponent. They were talking about getting Sam Maxwell, and then out of the blue, like when Sam Maxwell was getting announced, the day before that, they just said Regis Prograis is back on. So it actually wasn't my fault that I didn't say anything.
No, that's alright, mate. Anyway, so obviously the fight was in the bye. What before you were fighting? What did you expect from Prograis?
I mean, he's world class. He's probably one of the best in the division. So I knew I was up against it. And knew it was going to be tough. But I also knew that I could wear him down. I don't didn't think he was a hard trainer, or maybe he was overlooking me, and he was going to maybe not put in the camp that he should have. So my theory and what I wanted to do was take his best shots in the first 4 rounds, and then come on the later rounds. And I think that's actually what was happening. Uh, the first 4 rounds, he did dominate. He put me down, but I took his best shots. I laughed at him. I came forward, and then in the fifth round, I think it was, in the sixth round, I started looking like it was not that it was turning tides, or I was starting to get into a good fight, and then I got stopped by a cut, which is ridiculous because that cut opens every fight. Um, and that cut opens every fight, but normally more cuts open every fight, and they don't get stopped. So for it to get stopped on that cut was ridiculous.
Yeah, and then as you just said there, you got up and you laughed at him whenever you got
Yeah,
knocked down the second. Were you
yeah.
surprised by his power or just
No, no. Well, yeah, I knew he would hit hard, but I went out in the first round and he hit me a jab, and I went, "Fuck me, that's his jab." I went, "If that's his jab hand," I felt like a backhand. I was like, I do not want to feel his backhand, but I felt it. And do you know what? Everyone, I'd see it in his gloves. Everyone's going to hit hard, and a lot of people do punch very hard in the first few rounds, and it starts to wear off, or you start getting used to it, or something like that. So I think I started getting used to his power, and I was enjoying myself. Just about to get stopped.
yeah? And then as you said there about the cut opening, that the cut. Do you think the doctor stopped it because of the whole stage in the bye? Like it could have been different, maybe over here, maybe in England.
Yeah, 100%. I always said, like, if it was anywhere else in the world, it'd have continued. Uh, the doctors, that was maybe their first fight doing the doctor and at a fight. And I think they seen the blood and the panic and said, "Oh, we need to stop this." They didn't even give my corner man a chance to. I mean, I pay for a cut man for a reason, so I think they should have given him a chance to try and fix it up and clean it up, and hopefully I could have I went on. But when they stopped it, I didn't even argue because I went, "Fuck, it must be bad." Because I've never been stopped by a cut. I said, "Fuck, this one must be really bad." And then they get out, and they didn't even give stitches. They were trying to give dumbbells rather than stitches. And I was like, "This is fucking mental. How the fuck did I get stopped over a tiny neck like that?" But it is what it is.
No, I know. And I personally, I think you've had worse cuts in your face before, like, and I think
Yeah,
stuff
that
happens.
that one opens up every fight, and then in the field, that one opened up, and one above it opened up, which
Yep,
was much bigger, and it still didn't get stopped. So just ridiculous.
yep, that's it. So you're fighting on the 6th of August on Michael Conlan's card. You're
Yep.
fighting against a decent opponent too. What are you expecting from him?
But you know what, Chris Jenkins, he always brings it. He always comes for the win. He always brings in the team in. He always goes for war, and he's an exciting fighter. So I think it's going to be a good fight for the fans to watch. I think he's going to come and try and upset the odds and come out swinging and hope for the best. Hope maybe he's thinking, Tyrone's moving up the welterweight and I'll be bigger and stronger and I can hurt him. So maybe he'll come out trying to throw bombs, but he'll realise you can't hurt Tyrone McKenna. And I think his second half of the fight he'll start slowing down and I'll start picking up, and I think I'll start dominating the second half of the fight.
Yeah, and as I said there, the fights in Belfast, are you excited to bring a war once again to the fans?
Always. I mean, we're in times where everything's expensive. Gas, electric, bills are mounting up for everyone. It's petrol's fucking insane prices. So for people to pay for out of their own pocket money to go watch me fight, I want to entertain. I mean, I can go. I've said it many times. I can go and bore people to death and move and box and no one wants to see it. So I will be bringing entertainment for people, for my fans, and yeah, you can expect blood and war.
Yeah, and as you said before there, you're moving up the welterweight. How's that move been for you? Do you feel a lot happier in camp as well?
Yeah, do you know what? Usually in camp I'm stressed out and I'm having mental battles every day, looking at the scale and going to training and fucking my head's fried because I'm going to train just thinking about weight and what I have to lose in this weight or in this session. What can I eat after it and stuff like this, and the whole camp just takes up from mental battles and struggles of weight, and it does my head in, and probably does a lot of boxers' head in. But the move up now, I'm not even worried about the weight. I'm not looking at the scale and going, oh fuck, I need to lose this, I need to lose that, because I feel comfortable. So I'm eating more, I'm eating properly for how hard I'm training, and I feel stronger, I feel better, I feel fitter, I feel like if you watch me sparring, usually when I was 140, and I usually spar about 10 pound over my weight, and I'd spar unbelievable, and I'd be high pace, and then when I get the fight, I would lose something, and I think sticking it at the higher or coming up to the higher weight, I feel that I'll gain a lot.
Yeah, and personally for me, I never actually knew how stacked the welterweight division was. Was that sort of the same for you? Were you aware of the different types of fighters?
No, see, because I was late welter, I never ever looked at any other weight division. I know of all the names, but I don't look at the weight divisions. And once I moved up, I went, fuck, I'll check out the top 15 in the world, and every single one of them is a name. Every single one of them is exciting. I mean, at the weight below me, I was looking at them all, and there was like 5 or 6 fighters that I was like, fuck, I'd be good fight. That'll be a good money fight. That'll be a fight that I want. And in this division, there's so many people I can just call out. So I'll be enjoying myself after this fight, calling out a serious list of names.
That's it, mate. And lastly, Michael Conlan's the main event of the night. He's fighting against Miguel Marriaga. He's a good fighter, a good puncher. What do you expect from that fight?
I think it shows the balls that McConlan has. I mean, from his last fight, the way it ended for him to go and get him on is like 80% knockout rating. It shows that he's still confident, he still believes in himself, and he believes that he's not scared of people's power. I think McConlan is out to prove that he has a chin, and that it was a lucky punch, and he was just a bit tired, I think, in the Leewood fight. He put everything into the first 9 rounds, and then he kind of faded the last stretch. So I think he's going to go out there. I think he's going to box ahead of the guy and hopefully get the stoppage and then get back to where he belongs in world title contention.
Yep, and that's everything covered, mate. Thank you very much for coming on, Tyrone.
No worries.
I'll be at the arena tonight, so I wish you all the best
Good
of luck.
stuff.
And
Thank
I'll
you.
see you later. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
See you later.